Emily Ocker's cast-on is used for a center start where you're going to be knitting in the round. So the first thing you want to do is grab a crochet hook that's a little bit smaller than your working needles. Here's my working yarn. My tail is to the right and the ball is off to my left. I'm going to make a loop so that my working yarn comes over the top of my tail yarn. I'm holding it in both hands, so I have my working yarn in my left hand and I have the tail in my right hand. Now I'm going to take my crochet hook and reach in through my loop and pull a stitch. So once I have that stitch, I'm going to chain one. This is my first stitch cast on. And I'm going to keep doing that. So I'm going through again. I got another stitch and then I have chained one stitch. So I'm going to do that for 8 stitches, or you can do this for however many stitches your pattern calls for. I'm just going to show you 8. Really important to keep this loose right here, so you want to make sure that your loop is staying loose. That's going to make it easier for you as you go around. And this tail can come out or stay in, whichever you want, as long as it still goes right through the loop over here. So I have now 6 stitches, and here's my 7th, and here is my 8th stitch. Okay, so once I have these, you can see that's tight in the middle here. Now I can transfer these over to my double pointed needles. You can do it either off the back or off the front. I'm going to go off the back of my crochet hook. And I'm just going to start transferring these to 4 double pointed needles. So you can also do this for magic loop. And as I'm transferring, I'm just going to pull this tail so that I can keep it a little bit tighter. And I'm just going to go around bit by bit, pulling the tail as I go. I want to keep this fairly tight so nothing falls off of my needles once I have my double pointed needles in there. And that's one of the reasons that to begin with I used a crochet hook that's a little bit smaller than my double pointed needles. And now I have my last double pointed needle in, and I am ready to work in the round. So I'm just going to get my tail and give it one more tug